This video is another history lesson on Brittney's March 19, 2024 live stream. What you're about to see are unedited excerpts presented under fair use for critique, commentary, and media literacy. This episode focuses on 4 buckets pulled from that stream: misinformation or unverified claims, defamation exposure risks, inappropriateness/tone clashes, and drama/meta conflict. Inclusion does not imply endorsement, and nothing here should be used to harass, dox, or brigade anyone. This segment summarized statements that were misinformation or unverified from the March 19, 2024 live stream. Where possible, I've added corrections or flagged items as speculative. If primary sources emerge, I'll update this record. A viewer comment was presented as if the Cumberland River is never anywhere near 90 feet. That's unverified. River depth and stage vary by location and date. The accurate way to handle this is to cite USGS gauges and, for this reach, U.S. Army Corps pool/stage reports for the specific day. A cross-case detail about a blanket distance was mentioned without a source. Because it isn't documented here, I'm treating it as unverified and leaving it out unless a primary report can be shown. A claim circulated about someone checking into a mental health facility. That's rumor without independent confirmation. Health and medical details require verifiable sourcing, otherwise they should be omitted. The phone's last location was described as if confirmed at a parking garage. In this edit, I'm treating that as reported but unsourced here. Best practice: show a map overlay and cite the official log if available. Otherwise say, reported near rather than stating it as fact. A nearby car break-in was used to imply likely foul play. That's speculative. It's okay to note it as one possible factor, but it shouldn't change case posture without direct evidence. The debit card location was described third-hand. Without a primary source, this stays unverified. The correction is to label it as an unconfirmed report or remove it. An abduction or robbery was floated as the explanation between camera points. That's a theory, not a fact. What would verify it? Matching camera paths, witness statements, or forensics? What would falsify it? Continuous footage showing a different route or incident. A trafficking scenario was suggested without case-specific evidence. I'm labeling that speculative and avoiding references to specific vehicles or groups unless there's sourcing. A clean card was used to imply wrongdoing. That's correlation, not causation. The careful framing is, open question, there are non-criminal and criminal explanations, needs lab and chain of custody detail. Leaning nefarious solely from where a card was reportedly found is overinterpretation. Present it as an alternative hypothesis, pending documentation. A claim about an encampment dispersing immediately was unsourced. I'm cutting it unless a time-stamped official notice or footage is provided. A broad generalization about behavior patterns is unsupported and stereotyping. Removed. It's true that phone location accuracy varies by method, GPS versus network. The constructive framing is, treat pings as approximate unless carrier records and device logs are produced. A supposed clip of a confrontation was referenced without showing provenance. That stays unverified and is omitted unless the original source and context are provided. Policy/strike talk isn't case evidence. Moved off video or to an endnote. It doesn't belong in the factual record. A specific stage change was cited. Keep only with a gauge source, USGS/Corps, shown on screen. Otherwise restate as reported higher water levels and avoid exact figures. A crime mapping snapshot was treated as proof of an active crime. That site gives context, not conclusions. Correct usage. Area incident density, not evidence of this case. Anonymous observations were used to hint at misconduct. Keep only as ambient color with no insinuation, or cut entirely. Exact minute-by-minute timing was asserted without logs. Safer framing. Approximately after the last reported ping, unless carrier timestamps are shown. A rumor was declared debunked without showing the debunk. Cut unless you can show the debunk source. A timeline dispute implied police only learned of evidence via social media. Present this as contested timeline and avoid attributing fault without documentation from both sides. A TikTok allegedly shows a car telling someone to get in. Without the original video, permission, and context, this is cut to avoid misidentification and privacy harm. This segment summarized statements that were misinformation or unverified from the March 19th, 2024 live stream. Where possible, I've added corrections or flagged items as speculative. If primary sources emerge, I'll update this record. The next segment contains unedited excerpts from the March 19th, 2024 live stream, presented under fair use for commentary and critique. Some clips include motive/knowledge claims about named individuals or groups. Their inclusion here does not imply endorsement. All persons are presumed innocent, and statements should be treated as allegations unless supported by primary source documents. Please do not contact or harass anyone shown or mentioned.
They both worked at Disney. I think this is how they met each other. It really makes me wonder if Stefan found out she had a daughter and he got with her for that. You know what I mean? Jarhead Jane, hey love. Hey everybody coming in. Mike, good to see you. High Gravity, y'all. At this point, like, remember, now we know by the probably PCA, let me go back for a second, that he did something to her on her 12th birthday. This part right here, this breaks my spirit. Watch her. You can see she's so hot. Look at her. Watch how, look, she's dead. Like, her face goes from, she smiles to just, can you see it? She's broken. And that's at her birthday party. Watch how her smile just, like, she's faking it. She smiles, and then watch when she looks down. Look, that baby is, she's
going through HE double hockey stick.
Tell me, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you what makes me think that Maddie's mama absolutely knew what Maddie was going through. Because there were times, there were breaks in their relationship where Stefan left and was out of the house, and Maddie had ample time to talk to her mama, especially after they broke up. Are we really supposed to believe she didn't confide in her mama what happened to her?
I absolutely think her mother knew.
Or she, so let's say that she didn't say anything to her mama, right? But Stefan leaves, and then Stefan and Jen Soto decide to get back together as soon as Maddie finds out. You don't think Maddie's not gonna react to that, finding out this monster's coming back? There's no doubt in my mind she would react to that. Oh God, here he's coming back. He's not done. You know what I mean? Like, he's gonna do it again. Oh my God. Yeah. Going through the timeline, I believe more and more that she knew. Right, Jason?
I agree.
All those years, the child doesn't tell anyone. I can't believe that. Me either, Valerie. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I have a problem with that.
Like I said, hi, Casey May. Good to see you. Especially, y'all, when he's gone for like months at a time. And mom's broke up with him. All right, here we go. I'm going to keep on going.
On Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023, Stearns was commenting on Reddit, calling Jen his ex-girlfriend and writing about giving her daughter a pink toy that he was sent by accident. Only weeks later, throughout the month of June 2023, various dates are listed in court documents that spell out his mistreatment of Maddie during that time. Oddly enough, on Monday, July 10th, 2023, at 9 a.m., Stearns called Maddie his stepdaughter on Reddit. At some point, either in 2023 or 2024, Stearns must have moved out of the condo because Jen's mother, Yolanda Zambrano, told Telemundo 31 that Stearns did not live with her daughter the weekend prior to Maddie going missing. But by Monday, February 26, 2024, Stearns showed up to allegedly take Maddie to school that morning because Jen was too tired to do so. Police have told the public that indeed, Stearns never dropped Maddie off near school, but instead they believe he got rid of her backpack, her laptop, and her life. Stearns was arrested on February 28, 2024, and investigators are being tight-lipped about what they know. When I submitted a public records request with the police department to learn more about Stearns and his prior history, the Florida records manager sent me the following reply. Hello, we are in receipt of your request. Please know there are several other extensive requests ahead of yours, and the turnaround time is approximately 8 to 12 weeks. We will review your request and will contact you with an applicable cost estimate. In the meantime, I received Stearns' booking photo, arrest warrant, and call log history. Turns out Stearns' first and only call as of the date of my request took place on March 1st, 2024 at 10:35 a.m., a call to his dad. It's not clear how long Stearns spoke with his realtor dad, but that was the same day that Maddie's body was found, around 4:30 p.m., in the woods off Hickory Tree Road. Another text message at the test station appears on Stearns' call records, taking place March 3rd, 2024 to a San Antonio number. Ironically, Jen Soto turned 36 years of age the day before, on March 2nd, 2024, and she appears to be in hiding. Rumors claim she's in a mental institution. Some folks are so angry they want to see her in jail. Others are writing that they were former victims who never disclosed what they went through to anyone, and have more sympathy for Jen. Either way, time will surely tell the truth. And time will probably give us a lot more straight answers than we got out of those strange and concerning interviews that both Stearns and Jen gave the media.
In the morning, my boyfriend took her to school, left her next to the church, which is right beside the middle school. The flower, and then she started walking and he drove off. They brought dogs to see if they can pick up her scent around there. I think they are investigating right now. And there are videos out on the streets. There's a video from a church next to the school where they believe they see my daughter.
What does that mother's intuition tell you?
That someone took my daughter away in my...
All right, this translation interview, which we went over this with you guys before, this, I've been told, this was mere minutes before Stefan was arrested. Stefan was arrested minutes after this.
Yes, Brittney, you're right, and that's the reason there's the crime scene tape and stuff there, I do believe, is because not only was Stefan arrested, but they actually had to get a search warrant to go into the home.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am, because this is when, Regina's right, this is when they've got the house roped off. They asked them to search the house. They were denied the search warrant, so police had to rope the house off so that nobody could go in and change anything. And it was called like some type of a hold. And then had to go run off real quick and get a search warrant. And while all that was happening, they arrested Stefan. Oh, definitely fatal paper cut. Sure is.
And also, Brittney, if I could add one thing to that, for anybody wondering if Stefan was the reason that the house was not able to be searched because he wouldn't give consent, this apartment was actually leased to Jennifer Soto, and her family owned this property. So Stefan didn't have a say on whether or not it was searched. It was Jennifer that did.
Yep.
That's all. I'm sorry.
No, I'm glad you brought that up because the last time that I had said that, somebody had actually was like, well, didn't he? But you having that tells you like it wouldn't matter. They would ask her. She would have to give the say so. And being that, oh my God, it speaks volumes, you guys. He was arrested immediately after.
Absolutely. And one more thing I would like, if it's okay, I'd like to add to that.
Of course.
Is what mother, I'm telling you, I don't care what is going on in my house. If one of my kids go missing, they better come in and search every nook and cranny and see if they can find any sign of anything that would lead to where my child is. Yeah. I don't care if I got dirty laundry and dishes in the sink. By all means, come in my home and at least clear me. That way you can continue searching for my child. Am I right?
I live in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina.
Yes.
We're south of Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach is a big town for partying, just like Nashville is. Mm-hmm. So many people have been abducted and trafficked. That's where my theory is going. And I know a lot of people probably don't agree with me, but for him to vanish like he did in this spot that he did, I mean, the way I'm looking at it, and I'm not there, so I don't know what's there. But like I say, if he fell over, his body would have landed on those rocks. I'm thinking someone picked him up. I watched the videos, and I kept seeing that black car follow him. There could have been other cars that were following him that we didn't see. They're just out looking for someone that they can pick up. Just my opinion. Because Myrtle Beach is known for that. And that's where most people get trafficked because they're out walking, and they're drunk, and they're by themselves. And they're vulnerable.
Where you were talking about when he looks over to the left, which he's about to, I'll pause it. He looks to the right first. Bam. So all of the cars that were
where he
out
was
there
found. Yeah.
are gone.
Yeah.
There's no cars out there anymore. But Riley was somewhere like right here, or maybe even a little closer to here, when the officer saw him.
Which he's
my
totally
question
lost.
is,
There's
y'all
no
are
reason for him
saying,
to be walking right there.
No.
He's
Yeah.
just totally lost. Did you see, Brittney, when he just panned right, there was a truck with a light that was flashing on top of it?
Mm-hmm. Hang on a second.
but why are we all thinking it's the homeless people?
We don't, but that's the only people saying that.
Yeah, it's just that's the ones that
I worked with so many homeless people. I didn't know them to be like murderers and.
Okay, see that truck?
Right, Nana, and I'm not in any way insinuating that this was done by a
No,
homeless person.
I'm not. I'm just asking why are we? I just.
Okay, because Nana, do you see this? Look at all of these people. And it's not, I don't think it's that anybody's necessarily thinking that homeless are, heinous people. Oh, hey, Bree. I think it's just, at least I can speak for myself when I say, I feel like they would be the ones that would have witnessed something. Or
Absolutely.
Wondered
Absolutely.
you got a kid with fresh clothes on, nice haircut. You can tell that he's all right. I could easily see him being an easy target to be robbed. I don't know.
I just can't imagine a homeless person. I mean, I'm sure everybody can do it, and I'm sure that you never know who's going to do it. But most of them just don't want to be involved in everything. They just want their life, and they're just doing their own thing.
Well, it's not like intentionally picking out homeless people as a demographic, but it is saying Riley went missing, and he's been missing since March 8th, so for 12 days now at this exact location. Who's there that could have information or, potentially be involved?
Yeah.
Brittney
said she counted 8 homeless people sitting right in the same location. That's all. That's the synopsis that's happening. It's like it's not derogatory towards homeless people.
I'm not trying to be defensive. I'm just saying. I've just heard a lot of people say that, and I'm just like, they're just like us, and they're just trying to survive, and they had a hard life. And I mean, some of them are doing drugs, and some of them could be strung out on drugs.
I would be curious to know how many's on the other bridge. If only we could see under that other bridge, because that's literally right there at the spot where if he did go over, he would have,
Now, Brittney,
Does the other bridge have stairs like this one?
For the love
Tyler?
of God, sweet and sleuthy, I'm not talking trash on the homeless people. That's not at all what anybody's doing.
No, I never said that.
No,
I'm just saying.
It's a comment.
Brittney, I sent you another in the private chat. I sent you another article that was.
Let's finish this, and then I'll try to grab the TikTok.
And being detailed on this case. I know they're overwhelmed, but it was at the location,
It's maddening. It's absolutely maddening that a member of the public who just wanted to help was able to find a critical piece of evidence that had the police done a grid search in that exact same area, might very well have seen it too. For instance, they're a lot more trained at searching than, say, a TikToker. But Michelle, it came to our attention today that Riley had been on the phone with, I think, either a girlfriend or somebody he had maybe started seeing. I'm not sure. Maybe you can characterize the relationship. And I think she asked him that night, "Are you having fun?" And the only text that she got back said something like, "Good lops," LOPS. And she couldn't understand what that meant. Can you shed some light on that communication, when it happened, what the circumstances were, and what happened afterwards?
I'm not able to, I don't know the communication that happened between him and her. I'm not sure which, he's got several friends that are female, male. I mean, I don't know who that individual was that he talked to at that time.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider, and don't.
I find that interesting that they don't know who the individual was. Like maybe law enforcement can't tell them. I'm sure law enforcement obviously knows who it is for them to pick it up, right?
Yeah, but when the friend was interviewed, I don't know if you've seen that. There's a friend of the family that's kind of doing all the. I guess he's the mediator of the family.
Yeah.
He was interviewed, and he said that's the one that said about that. I mean, we all watched that, right?
Right.
So for the mom to say that she doesn't know of any females that he's in contact with when that guy said he had just started dating this girl recently. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, guys, I didn't realize how late it is. I think I'm going to end it out here if that's okay. I got to get up super early. But I promise, tomorrow night, if I talk about Riley, we will do Sebastian and then segue into Riley. That way, I can make sure that I get Sebastian's parents interview, because I know when we talk about Riley, it's hard not to stop, because I mean, obviously this is crazy.
Yeah,
Right?
there's been some new information Chira brought out today. It's kind of interesting.
With Sebastian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the interview with the parents. Also,
he interviewed neighbors, and there's some kind of a suspicious car that's been in the area, but nobody knows what that car is.
That's interesting.
And why it was there.
I didn't even know T-Rev did.
No, not T-Rev. This is from Trevor. Do you know who Trevor is?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's done hardcore work on that.
Yeah, he went out and interviewed all the neighbors, and he found out there was a suspicious car out in the neighborhood that night. But they're trying to determine if somebody got a Uber that night, or if there could have been somebody delivering something, but it was at 3 a.m.
I really struggle with anybody coming in and taking that kid. I really do. I don't think that I'm leaning more towards the stepdad came home that night in the middle of the night and went back to work.
Could the stepdad have gotten a rent-a-car?
Yep.
A strange car in the neighborhood.
You've just seen unedited clips we flagged for defamation risk. Our channel does not adopt these statements as fact. Where documents exist, we cite them. Otherwise, treat claims as unverified. If new, reliable sources emerge, we'll update this record. If you are named and believe something here is inaccurate, contact us for prompt review. And again, don't engage in harassment or brigading. The next segment presents unedited excerpts from the March 19th, 2024 live stream, parts 1 to 2, that involve creator-side drama and meta-discussion, things like community feuds, monetization shoutouts, terms of service talk, rumor policing, and chat moderation. They're included for transparency and media literacy critique, not as part of the case narrative. Our inclusion does not endorse any claims, and viewers should not contact or harass anyone shown or mentioned.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? True crime community is on fire in multiple spots.
Yep.
And so, speaking of, all of us creators that can tolerate each other in the same room, we need to build each other up. Tyler Feller just came in. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a while. I have popped in and out of your streams, Tyler. If I can, I think we need to be there and help each other. YouTube is big enough for all of us. And yes, Tyler, for those of you who I'm pretty sure most people know Tyler. He's a decent sized channel, pretty big channel. But if you don't, if the mods can grab Tyler's link and throw it in chat, Tyler may be a mod. I feel like I made Tyler a mod. I don't know. But drop Tyler's link. I sub up to Tyler Feller.
About that as well. The big C word has changed me a lot. So a crowd like that, I would be very intimidated and scared. I'm just saying.
Oh, no, girl, that is not an unpopular opinion, because whether it's the C word or not, heck no.
What is, I don't understand. Maybe I'm just not hip. What's the C word?
We can't say it on YouTube. It's a COVID.
It's so they can't say that on YouTube.
Yeah, you cannot say that.
I did not know that.
Oh, I need remind me of something.
Sorry.
I need to share this with all creators really quickly, because it happened right before I went live tonight. They've changed the new terms of service. Literally, I was on Queen Bee's and they were talking about, I'm just going to say self-harm. I'm not going to go any further than that. You get what I'm saying? She was using all of the safe terms that we have made up, and they took her stream down. She went down midstream, and they said that it is against TOS to even discuss the topic anymore. They put her stream back up, but the point is that TOS, like the way that it just went down. I've never seen that happen before, and it's due to the new terms of service. So if you are a creator, be careful. I'm literally just not ever going to talk about it. That, after witnessing that, because she was doing everything right that we do, you know, minding her words and everything.
I haven't heard that it was verified, but I've not heard that it was debunked either.
Yeah. Hey, Arkle Barkle. Hey, Aunt Lala. If somebody can tell me if the shirt was debunked, I haven't heard that it was.
A living soul, yes, he had an Apple Watch, and you can see it on his wrist in the pictures that were taken the night he disappeared, in his shirt and everything that he sent to his mom. Sorry, Brett.
Hey, Mischief. No, you're good, girl. Don't apologize. A living soul, Mischief, Mama, everybody. Jaded. Hey, girl. Hey, Jaded Empath. Hey, everybody. If y'all don't mind, if you enjoy what we're doing here, can you take a second and click the thumbs up for your girl?
Even if you don't enjoy.
Or even if you don't enjoy, you can click that thumbs down. Please feel free. And also,
where the bank card was found.
Yeah. So I don't know what the heck is going on. But I'm seeing people in my chat that never come in my chat. I'm just gonna say that. And keep up the chatter. Will you promise that we do Sebastian case tomorrow night, please? Yes, absolutely. We will do Sebastian tomorrow night for sure. Wait, what just happened, Jason? Who just dissed me, Jason? Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying my best to rise above drama. I'm trying my best. I don't want to do drama. I do not want to do drama. If somebody said something bad about me, I'm not even going to look. I can't. I'm not delving in drama anymore. I refuse to let anybody take me back to it.
It's not worth it.
Nope.
That concludes the drama/meta conflict section. These moments are not material to the case facts and are shown only to illustrate how tone and platform dynamics can shape coverage. We do not adopt any side in creator disputes. Please keep discussion civil, avoid brigading, and focus further comments on verifiable information. That concludes this history lesson review of Brittney's March 19th, 2024 livestream covering misinformation, defamation exposure, inappropriateness, and drama. The goal is accuracy and accountability, not pile-ons. If you discuss this, keep it civil and stick to verifiable facts. Note: the original broadcast did include useful segments, such as family updates and anti-speculation guidance, that are not included here but are acknowledged for completeness.